This stresses me out.
I just started this thing called Chuco Chat, and you're the first official feature business.
Nice.
So
Look at us.
Chuco chat?
Chuco Chat, yeah.
Chuco chat.
Yeah, for the El Paso, Chuco Town.
Let's go.
Hashtag.
Yeah. And so I'm gonna feature local businesses, bars, restaurants, artists, musicians,
Nice.
lawyers, I don't know, anyone that, whatever's cool.
It's good we went first because
Yeah.
you can only go up from here.
And I appreciate that. So yeah, you're my experiment.
Cool.
I did something last week. It was a mezcal tasting at a restaurant, and I was testing the lighting. I didn't set up my lights because I didn't want to be too obtrusive.
Yeah.
But you guys have been cool and let me set up everything, so rock and roll.
No, we need the lighting now. Like, we gotta look good. We gotta look cute, right?
Yeah.
Come on,
So,
get our good.
and why don't you guys introduce yourselves? Tell me where we're at.
Yeah, well, my name is Emily Sanchez. We are currently at Poor Judgement, but it won't be Poor Judgement for long. We are renovating and completely changing this space out, soon to be known as Ella or Ella, whichever you prefer. But it's going to be the new, hip, nice, sophisticated, feminine vibes bar here in the 5 Points area in El Paso, Texas.
Cool.
This area is definitely growing and transforming, so we're excited to be a part of that transformation. And then I'll kick it off to you, Mauro.
Awesome. Well, I can just add on that sophistication with a spice of sexiness and
Yes.
an overdose of, a lot of fun and good food is coming to Manhattan Heights, 5 Points area in El Paso, as Emily said. We are in Port Judgment, but soon to be Aya Cocktail Lounge and Kitchen.
Yes.
When do you plan on opening up or shutting down, remodeling? What's the
Well, that's the sticky question. So we plan to shut down in January, completely renovate. Hope it takes about 6 to 8 weeks to do so.
Okay.
And really plan to reopen at the end of February. But you always have that little time that things might go wrong or some delays here, some delays there. So latest probably March of 2024.
and find some weird stuff in the walls?
Yeah,
and-
exactly. Hopefully we don't even want to get into the walls or the floor or anything like that. It's a lot of cosmetic, but it'll look like a completely different place when we're done with it.
Are you allowed to talk about the theme you got going on?
Yeah, definitely.
Other than sexiness?
Yeah. So the name of the bar really came from I don't know if you've ever heard of. Well, obviously you've heard of the artist Her. She came to mind when we thought about the names of the bar. She comes across very powerful, very sophisticated, very strong. She's a woman, but then her name is very simple in her stance and her energy. So just having her or Aya, as in like Aya or her place,
Okay.
is what we really wanted to bring to this area. If anyone's never been here, it's very it's a male dominant area, I would say, in the nicest way possible. There's definitely some prettiness that we could bring to this corner.
Okay.
So that's our plan. We want to make it look as nice as possible, bring in the women, and I feel like if you attract women, the men will follow. So that's our plan with it.
Why do you think it's a male dominated area?
Well, this space is kind of, I don't want to say rough. I feel like that's not the best word.
Is it the place?
Yeah, it's like a very dive bar, sports bar theme of all the bars that are kind of in this area.
Okay.
Recently, we've had other places, kind of like Casa Pantera and Hush Hush, and Manhattan Heights, the 35 Tavern, and Mora Mia opening up in the area. So I think it's bringing that livelihood and that more upscale feeling to this area of El Paso.
Okay.
So we wanted to really move in that direction and be a part of that transformation and bring a more feminine feel, but not a pink space, not where everything's pink and the cocktails are pink and there's flowers and butterflies and unicorns everywhere.
There's a kitchen here. Are you going to maintain the kitchen?
Yeah, I'll let Mauro jump in on that. That's his level of expertise here.
Thank you. Yes, definitely full kitchen. We're looking into very bold menu options. The majority of them are going to be some very nice shareables, and salads can't be, absent from it. Definitely putting our own, feel into our menu and deliver that guest experience that is going to be the most iconic, takeaway from what we're trying to do here with Aya. you mentioned talk a little bit more about like the concept and stuff. Definitely, you know, something to talk about and to make noise about is the fact that we are going to be coming in bold, sexy, sophisticated, unique, powerful, and all of that is going to give you a lot of memorable moments and those feelings that ignite you to come back and bring your friends and family over to us and give us.
When did you take over Poor Judgement?
So we took over October 1st, which is why we kind of opened as is. It's definitely, I wouldn't say our type of bar, not something that we would have put together, but the location, like I said, is really what we're trying to dive into. But we figured might as well stay open, make a couple bucks here and there while we get the renovation going. So we took over back in October, but we'll really take over first quarter of 2024.
How long has Poor Judgement been open?
Oh my gosh, I think maybe 3-4 years now. I know they opened during COVID.
Okay.
And I know they did very well during COVID.
Wow.
And I don't know if you can tell, the bar is like huge. It takes up a majority of the space. But one thing that we learned is that since they did open up during COVID, every chair at the bar was required to be 6 feet apart by the city. So that's why the bar is so big right now. So we definitely plan to change that.
And then the kitchen, of course.
Exactly. So we really plan to utilize the space much better. Now that we're not in those like specific COVID requirements anymore.
I just recently moved to El Paso, so when did I come here? Like August, and I like it. And I actually bought a house here about 15, 16 years ago.
Oh wow!
And I think I bought my house about 15 years too early.
Oh yeah.
Because I remodeled it when I moved in. It was like the nicest house in the block. I've been renting it out, and now it's the worst house in the block. Like a bunch of the houses have been fixed up,
Oh, yeah.
and there's like new shops and everything, and I could see like it's changed. It's not the same.
And it's like El Paso's like growing and transforming tremendously. Like especially I would say over the past 10 years, it's just grown and really like blossomed. I would say in the past 10 years, it's the small big town, right? It has the small town feeling, but big town growth, and so rapidly. I think it's hard for everybody to try to keep up. But no, it's exciting to be a part of the change.
Yeah, I think it's great. You're like in a central part of the town. Is this central neighborhood, or what's it considered?
Yeah, central, right? I think this would be central of El Paso
So we're
now.
5 Points, Manhattan Heights.
Yes.
5 Points, yeah.
The big picture, it's central, right?
Yeah, and that's the hard part. I think Central has kind of like not a negative tone to it, but like you said, like people are like, oh, why would I want to go drink there? There's just dive bars and there's sports bars. Like really the concept feels to be the same, but like you said, El Paso's growing, it's changing. There's new things coming here. It's gonna be awesome.
I like the area because it's just like you can walk everywhere, or like it's a short drive.
Yeah.
You're not fighting traffic for like 15
yeah.
minutes just to go get a Coke from the store.
Oh, I know. Like, I love the fountains, but you would not catch me there, especially right now during the holidays. I'm not going to get caught at the fountains. Like, you're going to be stuck in traffic for 10, 15 minutes. Like, there's not even 30, 45 minutes, if that.
You've heard of gentrification, right?
Yeah.
So have you heard of this thing called gentefication?
No.
Okay.
Tell me more.
So,
Tell us
so
more.
it's the same idea, but like gente, like people, Spanish.
Oh, nice.
Right.
I
So
love that.
it's like when the actual local community, like especially the Hispanic community, reinvest in their own community when it's starting
love
to fall
that.
apart. So a lot of cities, I mean, doesn't really matter what kind of demographic it is. They usually grow outward,
Yes.
and then it becomes unsustainable. You get what you see on the far west or the far east, all that
Yeah.
traffic, and there's nothing available. Or like you got to drive everywhere.
Yeah.
So then these center parts of town become really cheap. So people start like, hey, why do I need to build rerun utilities and everything that already exists? Everything's right there, rock and
Exactly.
roll. So then when a bunch of people jump in, or gentify, you start rebuilding a nice little community.
Oh, I love that concept, that idea. Look at us. Gentefication.
Gentrification.
That should be a hashtag.
Well, gente. You gotta say it with like a Spanish accent.
Gentefication.
Yes,
Yeah.
like that.
Because I hear people like say,
Con
like,
ganas.
yeah, that area is becoming gentrified. And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, that it usually has a different context. Yeah, it's being redeveloped, but it's not in the traditional sense where it's just, I mean, yes, people are trying to make money, but it's usually locals and people that
Yeah.
already are from that community. So
Yeah, no, I think it's awesome too, especially in El Paso. I think everyone is very like has a lot of pride by saying like we've been born and raised here, and like 915, and like you said,
I
Chuco
noticed that.
vibes, and like I think we hold that near and dear to our hearts. Like we're proud to be from El Paso, so it's exciting to be part of that Gentefication, and you know,
You're not far from the bridge either.
yeah, you know, and really build into where we're from, and you know, grow with it internally, I guess.
Yeah, I really like this neighborhood. And I hope to visit again sometime. So
Yeah, no, definitely.
Well,
No, it's
not
good to
only
see-
like just personally, and then maybe we could set this thing up again.
Yeah, no, definitely. You guys gotta come back and see what it is when it's renovated, and
Yeah.
it's what it's supposed to be. Because
And
you
not
look,
everybody has the luxury of saying the before and after, right?
yes,
The before and after.
yes, the before and after.
Yeah,
The
we'll have a-
exclusive. You have the exclusive.
Thank you, and you guys too, because I just started this. I built podcasts and music videos and stuff for other people, but I've never done it for myself.
Oh, that's exciting!
So-
Congratulations.
So this is you guys are my first interviewees.
Hell yeah! Look at us.
Like that's being done for me.
When you're rich and famous, you better call us. We'll cater your next
I'll
party.
probably stay in the
we'll-
neighborhood. I'll buy a couple houses and
Yeah.
just stay there
Nice.
and
Do it.
help gentify it.
I know. You better not forget about us.
You got any shout outs? You want to say hi to mom? It's Christmas.
Something. A little update. Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
Maybe let me in when they're
I was
when
like,
they're
catch
knocking
us
stuff
mid.
down.
I was like, catch us mid renovation. That'll be
Can I
exciting.
get you like swinging a sledgehammer?
Maudel's the one you're gonna want to see with the sledgehammer.
Oh yeah, big stuff.
I've been waiting to break that wall.
I hated that color.
I-
It's like I hated that mural of Wolf of Wall Street. I'm knocking that down. Yeah,
That'd
we're
be
gonna do
fun.
some rage
excited.
outlets out throughout, but once we're done, yeah, for sure
Okay,
you have to
okay,
come
okay.
back.
You just charge people to come break things.
Oh my god, yeah. Then we're gonna have to charge people to come fix them after that. I'm like, this is not a plan.
Thank you for coming on the first episode of Chuco Chat. And
Awesome.
we'll see what happens. Good luck on
Hey,
it.
thanks for having us.
thank you.
Congratulations again.
Thank you so much. Chuco
Bye
Chat.
guys. Check out AO when it's ready.
Thank y'all.